My hands are clean. It's my call. What's up, Walking Dead fans? Season 3 is coming back. What we're gonna do today is a video on the Season 2 refresher. We're gonna go through all of Season 2 so you can remember all the crazy moments that happened. Let's do it. So we're just gonna start and go on in order. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead, don't watch this. Go watch The Walking Dead from the beginning, because this Season 2 was a killer season. Let's go. It's just Mom. Relax, Mom. It's just Walking Dead. Oh crap, I think this is real. What? I want you to do 3 things. I want you to like and favorite the video and press that subscribe button, because we're going to be talking about all of Season 3. Starts off with Rick sitting by the horizon talking to Morgan through the walkie-talkie, and he's telling him that, like, basically there's no hope. They just finished leaving the CDC, and the guy Jenner, and we all know what happened, where everything just blew up. And he tells him, don't go to the CDC because it's done with. So he just starts talking to him, telling him, like, look, don't go over there. We're going to Fort Benning, and just head out that way if you want to go. Just a sign for this is the new direction. So they go out and they come across the big road, right? The big road with all the cars. A whole bunch of walkers just start coming out. T-Dog gets cut pretty badly. Andrea is stuck in some trailer. She's about to get killed and eaten by a zombie because she's so caught up in her gun and trying to fix her gun and all that dumb stuff that she keeps doing. Dale passes her a screwdriver and she's able to stab him, so she gets out. Then Sophia goes off running because some walkers are out to get her. She goes running into the woods. Rick goes out to get her. What drives me crazy is that no one goes out to get her except Rick. Rick goes and saves her. They're always talking crap about Rick, but he's the one who goes out there and he runs after her, finds her and carries her, and he's walking, but he tells her, like, look, I can't run away from these walkers and carry you at the same time, so I have to keep you here safely so I can go kill these walkers. Of course, she freaks, she panics. He tells her to stay there. He goes and kills the walkers. He comes back and she's gone. Of course, what else could happen? Now, all of Season 2, they're pretty much looking for Sophia. So it's something really cool that keeps you going. So Sophia is gone. He goes back and tells everyone's freaking out. Then Dale and Andrea get into it. Of course, we remember from Season 1 that Dale didn't let Andrea kill herself along with Jenner at the CDC. He told her, if you're going to do it, I'm going to stay here. So she just tells him, like, look, stay out of my way. Give me my guns. If I want to kill myself, I want to kill myself. Ah, sick bastard, Andrea. Then they stumble on this church. They go looking for Sophia, and they all stumble on this church while Dale and T-Dog remain back at the base. We see Carol start losing it at the church, and she's talking to God, and she's telling him, like, oh, please don't punish me, don't punish Sophia for the stuff I did. So we see a lot of, like, you know, themes of religion and people getting confused about what's going to happen in the future. Then we also see Rick have a really interesting conversation with the Jesus statue, and he's telling him, like, look, I'm not a big worshiper and all this stuff, but, like, just give me a sign that I'm on the right path. So Rick he's looking for some guidance. He's still not fully confident. Lori and Shane start talking to each other, and Andrea overhears them talk about their relationship. So now she knows that they had a relationship together. Then throughout this whole season, we see Shane and Andrea meet up a few times to talk about them escaping, but Shane doesn't really want to escape with Andrea. He really wants to be with Lori. That's really what he wants. Then Lori gets into a scuffle with everyone as they go back to the base. She tells them, like, look, I see the way you guys look at Rick, and if you don't like it, you guys can go do a better job. At least he's standing up doing what he has to do. Rick and Shane send everyone back to go back to the camp. Rick and Shane are going to stay back to look for Sophia a little longer. What's interesting is Carl wants to stay behind. And what happens is greatest moments in the whole season. They see this deer and it's alive, and it's like the ultimate representation of life and what the future and hope. But we see them kind of like Carl start to approach the deer and this, like, true excitement, and, you know, Rick wants to let him go and just see him, and you see Rick smiling as Carl approaches the deer, and then suddenly out of nowhere a gunshot comes through and Carl goes down. You're thinking, oh my god, are you telling me Carl's dead? Otis, who lives in the barn with Herschel, the head of the farm, he was hunting deer and he shot the deer, and the bullet went through the deer and came out in 6 fragments right into Carl. Otis comes out and he tells him, let's go to the barn. You know, Herschel is a doctor. So you see Rick running, holding, carrying Carl, running through the valley and, like, trying to get to the barn. It's just one of the most emotional scenes. He finally gets there. You see blood on his hands. They drop him on the bed, and Herschel just tells him, like, look, we're gonna need you to put blood in him. We're gonna need to do a transfusion to keep this kid alive. And Rick is so confused, and you see the blood in his hand. He's going crazy. Then Carl wakes up in his ultimate pain. Herschel takes out one of the fragments, and, you know, Rick is going crazy, but he tells him, like, look, that's only 1 fragment. There's 5 more fragments to go. We gotta get it out of him. And the deal is that we're gonna need to put him under medication so that he can take out the fragments, and this kid can't move, because if he moves, he's gonna kill him accidentally. The other problem is if they put him under medication, he won't live because he can't breathe. So they also need a respirator. And they realize that all that stuff is locked away in the high school. That's a place that's overrun by walkers. Shane stands up and says he'll go and do it. Otis comes out of nowhere saying he'll go with Shane. So they go off to the high school that's overrun by walkers. Maggie from the farm picks up Lori, brings her back to the farm, tells her that Carl's been shot, the rest to go back to the camp, and Lori goes back. Then we have a huge incident back at the high school. Shane and Otis are getting run down by walkers. So Shane and Otis collapse, and then it cuts. And then we find Shane drive back to the farm saying Otis didn't make it. They do a flashback and it turns out that Shane shot Otis just to keep him down. He didn't fully die, and then Otis tried to grab on to Shane's head. He snatched off like a piece of his like scalp on. And then Shane kind of just like left because the walkers were coming, and then Otis was basically eaten up by the walkers and Shane dipped. He was gone. So they eventually stabilize Carl. Herschel just tells them like, look, he doesn't want no part of the group. He senses like that since the group came, all this drama has happened. He tells Rick, once your boy gets better, you guys gotta go back on the road. Oh, hey guys, the video's too long. Go to the next video so you can watch, continue watching. Go watch the next video, what are you waiting for? You know, you can't stop in the middle of the season. We're not done. I keep talking about it until it's over. Season 2, got some awesome stuff. Guys, clicky click, 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 click so you can get the next video.